Hi, we're doing another one of these. I apologize that it's basically not only the same map twice in a row, but we're doing more zombie stuff. I'm using the new... I'm actually going to turn the game volume down because I don't want to fully hear the yapping. Um, but, yeah, we're doing one of these. Not necessarily another story time specifically, but it is kind of a story time thing. You'll understand. Um, but yeah, I thought I'd kind of do effectively a part two to the COD Zombies history thing. Because one, I wanted to, and two, I feel like it's makes a little more sense to make a sequel to something that I did actually enjoy making, even if it wasn't like a super well done, like big over the top video. Um, but it is just kind of going to be a different video. You'll understand what I mean. We're not going to be talking about something that personally applies to me. That's certainly something that is not necessarily specific to me. This is going to be more of a generalized event slash bunch of different things. So, um, basically, to kind of summarize it is, oh, that's convenient. To basically kind of summarize what I want to talk about right now is, it's the kind of general. I've already kind of always talked about this briefly that you can like either form of zombies. You can like modern, you can like classic. It doesn't really matter as long as you're having fun. But this is kind of rebounding back to that subject, but with a different reasoning. And that is my sort of stance on stuff right now, because we have a mixture of a new COD coming out made by Infinity Ward that I have no real interest in playing. Also, be your background noise. My partner is playing games on call and being loud, even though I told her please not to be too loud because I have a headache. That's why I don't want to hear the game yapping. It's flashing the volume down. But it's fine. I'm not mad at her. She's having fun. I would do the same. I would probably have the same complaints, or shoot out the same complaints if it were the other way. So not a big deal.
Did you know I have a black belt in jiu-jitsu? Want a demonstration?
But the main thing is that I want to kind of touch on is I'm kind of just done with the discourse regarding classic versus modern, because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's zombies. As long as you're able to have fun and play the game, then that's all that really should matter. If you're not having fun, then sure, yeah, I understand. If you're not having fun, then you don't want to play the game anymore. But if you see other people having fun and you basically want to make it your goal to ruin other people's day because you're having fun, or because they're having fun and you're not, then I feel like that's not a problem with the game, that's a problem with you. Not to be rude, but I feel like most people would agree with me on that sentiment. But I, generally speaking, I am someone who tries to champion the idea of not necessarily really caring about skill in a game in general. I've always kind of been on that side of the gaming of like, hey, it doesn't really matter, just have fun doing whatever you want to do, and go from there. And if you have a problem with something something on the game that you aren't a fan of, and you just and it's not being fixed, then take a break. It's not necessarily the greatest advice that you would want to hear from a dev, but sometimes that's advice that you should take. Because I see it all the time in DBD and D2 and like Overwatch, Rivals. I see people getting kind of annoyed and angry to the point where I don't want to necessarily say they're rage baiting, but they're constantly talking about how they don't like the game, and then they're almost forcing themselves to play it. It's like, even if you're playing it because it's you stream and you make money off of playing the game, sometimes it doesn't hurt to just take a day off. Even if it's not even night, maybe take more than a day. Take a week, maybe not a week off, because I know how content can be. It It's a vicious cycle that never ends. But take a couple days off. Like, take a day to yourself. Take a day to do whatever you want. If you have a partner, go out on a little night out with them. Just go out and do something. You never know when that type of thing could be the difference between you falling in love with the game again, or maybe it's just if you don't like the game after that break, it's maybe a time to move on. I'm not necessarily saying you have to for every single game you do that with. I'm just saying, like, if you're getting angry at a game all the time, maybe, and you take a break and it's still not getting better, maybe it's time for you to move on because the game isn't being made for you. That's kind of where I'm going with multiplayer nowadays. Let me close my door again. Because the cats keep opening it. I don't want to push it all the way closed. I could push it closed. I don't want to. But that's kind of where I am with COD multiplayer. It's like, I'm playing it occasionally for videos, but outside of that, I'm not really playing multiplayer on my off time unless it's for a weekly challenge that's I know I can beat, and it's because either one of the ones in zombies is bugged, or I don't want to do one of the ones in zombies because it's annoyingly tedious. But yeah, that's kind of just where we kind of are right now. And it's part of the reason why I'm making it, like, more or less a goal that if I want to take a break from a series that I'm doing, which is what we're doing, actually starting next week, I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm going to basically be like, hey, I want to take a break from this series because it's not necessarily that I'm disliking it or anything, but I want to take a break and then come back to it. Because I want to play something else and I want to just take a break, because it's generally a good idea to take a break sometimes. It is. You may not want to hear that, but it is a good idea. But I think that's something we all really need to kind of talk about. That's part of the reason why there was a stint of time I wasn't doing COD Zombies at all. Like, in terms of content, like, I was still playing it, but it was more or less like, it was after, I think it was like after Paradox Junction, or maybe after Astral Alarm. I wasn't really doing zombies too much. It's a mixture of just COD in general. I'm having COD burnout, but also other games took my attention away, like DBD. I had Overwatch. I have Rivals. I have, to a degree, Apex now. I'm actually enjoying playing Apex again, which is something I never thought I'd be saying out loud. I'm like, I have more interest in, I have interest in playing other games that I haven't played in a little bit. I have interest in wanting to do one-offs again. Like, I have at least one planned one-off that's going to probably be going up next week, or tomorrow, depending on my my kind of feelings after work, either tomorrow or in general. Because I hate to be saying this, but I am quitting the job that I just got for a different one, because there's one of those things where once you kind of get into a job and you've worked it long enough, you can kind of tell when it's like, this isn't working. And that's kind of where I am now. I think it's a mixture of the fact that because it's so close and I can walk to it, the walking to it is causing me to have more grief and issues than what's going on with anything else. So I think it's part of it anyway. But it's just generally, like, burnout is something that you want to take seriously. You don't want to have it be something that you try to just push through and force yourself to play something you don't like or are getting burned out on. It does nothing for you. It just makes you hate the game more. It makes you not want to play it more. It makes you do all these other things. And that's why I pride myself on wanting to do variety all the time. I'm not necessarily sticking just to COD, despite the fact that COD is 73% of my uploads, which is kind of insane. Or maybe not that much, but still, it's a good margin. I have like 2,000 something uploads, and 640 plus of them are COD as a franchise. All spanning all the way back from like BO2 to BO7, with obviously some games not being represented in there, but you get the point. That includes like Let's Plays, stuff like that. And even though I might even be missing some. But it's still a very good margin of, like, I play COD a lot. I want to move on from COD. It's not to say I'm going to quit it like flat out like I'm never gonna upload COD or play COD ever again. It's that if I play COD, it's gonna mainly be for zombies or like with friends occasionally, and even then I'm basically not holding out hope for it, but I'm basically like, I'm willing to let, if the Modern Warfare beta impresses me to a point where I consider, hey, maybe I'll get the game at launch. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Probably won't get the Vault Edition or anything like that, but maybe I actually will get the game. It's just kind of depends on how the game feels on the beta. And will I ever go up the Master Camo in that game? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I know I haven't done the Master Camo multiplayer that much anymore, but I've done it for every single IW game since Modern Warfare 2019, and I've done it for all the Sledgehammer games. I partially did it in Zombies on Modern Warfare 3. I basically did my requirement of, because there's so many weapons, and I already did them in multiplayer once, I basically said, I'm going to get all the weapons gold, and that's kind of my whole thing. I just didn't want to do the extra challenges. Maybe I'll go back and do them one day. Who knows? But stuff like doing I did Cold Wars. I achieved DM Ultra, but I never got all the weapons DM Ultra. But stuff like getting the camo in basically Dark Matter in BO6, like don't get me wrong, will I go back to BO6 and maybe do zombies do zombies? Yes. But I plan on going back to doing multiplayer? Hell no. Because BO6 multiplayer was not it for me, and even then the camo grind I just did not enjoy doing at all. This one I at least kind of like, and again, I have endgame I can work on. I have, I can go play endgame as opposed to just doing just zombies. Once I'm done, I have endgame I can grind out. So it's like, it's not hopeless. It's not like I'm going to be just doing that, but burnout is something I think everyone needs to combat, and however you combat that is however you want to do it. And I basically pride myself on wanting to do variety, and that's kind of the point I'm getting at. It's like, I will probably not be playing the new COD, other than like the beta, but I'm still probably going to at least try it for the sake of saying, hey, I played the new COD. Here are my thoughts. Here was what I changed. But it's like, if I get the full game, I get the full game. If I don't, I don't. I'm not expecting to get the full game because I don't think it's going to impress me, other than like from what I've seen of that. We've got some pre-alpha footage, like I think yesterday or today, and I'm like, okay, it looks kind of generic and boring, like the last 3 IW games or 2 IW games, basically Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2. Like they look somehow worse than both of those in terms of how generic it is and how derivative it is. But that being said, it's also very much one of those things where sometimes you can't avoid it. It's going to happen because that's what people want, apparently. But it also very much is the kind of thing where it's whatever to me now at this point, because I could care less. I care more about zombies, and I care more about Treyarch games anyway. Whether I play the multiplayer on them doesn't really matter. I know for a fact, even if I do decide to get Modern Warfare 4, I would probably only do it for the campaign. Like, if I get the opportunity to... what I'll probably do, because I know this is how they're handling it with Game Pass now, is once Modern Warfare 4 comes to Game Pass in a year, basically when the next COD comes out, I'll probably at least do the campaign. That way I can say I played it. And then the Call of Duty that comes out after Modern Warfare 4, if I enjoy that, because if my memory serves, it should be a Sledgehammer game, which I'm usually pretty happy about, because they're pretty consistently good, so we love Sledgehammer goats. But regardless, I'll probably, if I like that one, I'll play it. If I don't, I don't. That's kind of where I'm at right now, and I think part of the reason why I'm not enjoying COD as much is because I'm enjoying other games more. I'm enjoying Rivals. I'm enjoying Overwatch. I'm enjoying DVD. I'm getting kind of back into Splatoon again to a degree. I'm trying out new games. I'm playing Guilty Gear because of my partner got it up for me on PC. Then my PC has been having issues playing games in general right now, which is annoying because it's like I have all these games on PC that I want to play, and I would, if I could figure out how to do it, and then maybe if I have people show me how to do it, and maybe I can do more collabs with people on PC, but I'd love to do VO3 Customs again. I'd like to do a lot of things again, but it's mainly just, a part of it has just been a mixture of burnout, because I'm stuck with the same few games, and also just kind of everything feeling the same. That's why I'm happy that I'm playing DVD, and even then, I get angry at playing DVD. That's going to happen no matter what, because DVD is one of those games that can make people frustrated to play. That's why I take breaks. I usually, like right now would usually be my big break for DVD, which is what I'm doing. Basically now that the event's over, I'm probably going to do my one video that I have planned before the anniversary, before the next Rift Pass. Even then, I don't think we get anything new, the new killer, until midway through this update anyway. Basically, after the Rift Pass drops, we won't be getting until like halfway through this Rift Pass. So there's that. But basically, the whole thing of like, I'll probably be doing a killer video or two between now and the next major chapter, that being the Course of Sin. And even then, I still plan on playing DVD. I'm just taking a break. At least right now, until the new Rift drops, and then when the new chapter drops, I'm probably going to go all in on that. And I think just in general, taking a break is a good idea. Take breaks from games. It'll do you wonders. Because you never know when taking a break might be the game changer of you going from liking a game to hating a game. Like, a perfect example of this for me is Apex. I took a long hiatus off the game because, one, it was going in a direction I didn't necessarily like, and I still don't necessarily like. But playing the new Cyberpunk mode, I actually have been having fun. And do I plan on playing more? Yeah, absolutely. Because not only is it the mode fun, it's actually like, not only is the mode fun, I'm having fun playing the game in general again. Will I be playing after the mode drops? After the mode ends? Maybe? I don't know. Who knows? I've considered revisiting Siege again. I've considered, like, doing a whole bunch of different games. Again, just because I'm like, one, we're in this lull right now with COD, where I'm less interested in it. And also, just in general, I'm experiencing general fatigue on IRL, both IRL and for games. But it's like, the best way to move forward for me right now is once BO7 life cycle's over. I'm not gonna say uninstall BO7, but I'm probably gonna stop playing BO7 and COD for a bit, and then once I feel like playing these games again, I'll probably play them again, just for the sake of playing them. Like, I still have all the curse relics I need to do. I still have all the curse tiers I need to do. That's like 6 videos in and of themselves, 5 videos in and of themselves. I have to do, like, Ashes. I have to do, like, figure it this way. For each version of Curse, or each tier of Curse, that's 3 boss fights, and that's 3 videos I need to do on the bosses in Curse. And even then, do I think I'll do all bosses on Cursed in, like, videos? Probably not. Maybe I'll just do tier 3. Maybe if you guys want to see me do tier 1 with specific relics, or do, like, specific relic challenges, something like that. I know I want to eventually get all the relics, even though some of them I think are not going to be possible for me, given my skill level. But even so, it's very much one of those things where I think a break is warranted. Because it's like, I don't want to force myself into playing a game I'm not enjoying.
Take all my roles seriously.
And, yeah, I guess that's just kind of it. I have nothing else to add other than that. Just sometimes, if you're experiencing burnout with the game, take a break from it. It's the best way you can kind of handle the game. Just generally it is. Because if you're forcing yourself to play it and you're not having fun, then you're just going to make yourself feel more miserable to the point where when you decide to quit, you're never going to want to come back. And it's part of the reason why I am upset that a lot of people I play DVD with outside of, like, the usual people you see in DVD videos, i.e. EB, who's the other half of Fox Den, by the way, which you should subscribe to. It's like, outside of that, I'm very much like, I hate that I don't have enough people to play DVD with. Rivals and Overwatch, I'm not too upset because I don't take those games super seriously. I play mostly quick play, and even if I do play comp, I basically do my placements just for the comp points and then get out. And even if I play more than that, I'm literally just playing so I can maybe try and get a golden gun. So, it's not a big deal. I might die. Never mind, I'm not dead. I was curious why I've been playing a lot of Token Rake. I want to try and get the map challenges done. That's another thing I need to do. Do I think I'll get 100% on this game? No. Do they 100% or BO6? And with some of the challenges being tied to Cursed? Yeah. Probably not gonna happen. Maybe it will. Maybe I'll eat those words. I know I can currently access Tier 1, and I know for a fact that I can probably go for some of the Tier 2 relics for Tier 3 ones. I don't know. I don't know, man. I want that Mr. Peaks cam, I know that, so who knows. But, that being said, thanks for watching. Just if you made it this far, thank you for just listening to me ramble and rant on about stuff that you probably don't care about, because you're just watching some random nobody on YouTube, but hey, if you're new here, subscribe. I try to upload every single day. I've missed a couple uploads. I missed an upload or two recently, or I've delayed things, or basically not been able to get my normal playthrough stuff up, but I'm doing my best given my full-time job and the internet here being not the greatest, and obviously us trying to currently find a new place. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys if there's a live stream to make. Hi, buddy. Stay safe.